Good morning. Okay, so I figured I would do some beadwork while I'm talking, and that's what I've done so far. I really didn't do anything from the last time. Anyway, okay, so I got a thing in the mail. I am legally required to go to my daughter's school, my daughter's high school here actually tomorrow, because today's already Tuesday. On Tuesday, because my daughter has been truant more than 3 times this school year. Now, in the beginning of the school year, now I don't want to try to make excuses for my daughter because she knows full well that I'm pissed at her for doing this. But, okay, in the beginning of the school year, she was scheduled for 9th grade orchestra being in 10th grade. And she didn't like this because she didn't want to practice last year. So the orchestra teacher said, you're not well enough to go into 10th grade orchestra. So she said, the teacher was like, let me know if you don't want to continue and I won't sign you up for next year. So, you know, when we go in to get her schedule here in August last year before the school year started, she's like, no, I'll just go to class. And then when school starts, she just skips that class. She doesn't go. And, the school's like, yeah, your kid's absent. And at first she was like, I was there. Excuse me. And then she was like, and then she, finally told me the truth. And I said, you better stop doing that shit. So, and then I was like, if you don't want to go to this class, you should have said something at the beginning, when we picked up your schedule, because they said we could have switched her out of that class and put her in a resource, which we ended up doing anyway. But and then I said, what was it you told me on the day we picked up your schedule? Shut up, Mom. And then, of course, Jeff, my husband, yells at me about this. He's like, just leave it alone. Let it be. And I'm like, okay. This is the day that we went to pick up the schedule. He's like, just let it be. She'll be fine. She'll go to class and be whatever. And they all jumped on my case about this, right? They made it seem like I was making a bigger deal out of this than needed. And I was like, okay, fine, You said you're going to go. See how this one doesn't want to stay. I hate rolling this paper. I'm not very happy with this paper. Anyway, so I'll just sit here and hold it while I talk. And so like they made it such a big deal about how I, was making a big deal out of it. Sure enough, I was right. And of course, they're still not going to say, sorry, Mom, for being such a, mean or whatever. And, and I don't mind if you're going to yell at me about something that I'm doing that's completely wrong. But, there are times when I actually do shit where I just know that later on it's going to come back and bite me. So I'll say something long beforehand. Because that's just how I was raised. And then I get in trouble because at the time, everybody's like, no, it's not going to happen. And then when time comes, everybody acts like, oh, shit, Mom was right, but they can't apologize for how shitty they acted towards me. But anyway, so she was skipping school, this, class every day. And she knew I was pissed at her for it. She knew it. And she went down to the guidance office because me and her IEP teacher talked about, what kind of class we can put her in, and we ended up putting her in another like a study hall where she can, she'll still get a credit or whatever, I guess, instead of not getting a credit because she dropped out of the class. But anyway, she got that all fixed up, and then that was like 6 weeks in, and we were like, you need to seriously change, because we told her continuously that she needed to go in and talk to the guidance office, maybe. I don't remember who it was that she was supposed to talk to about changing her schedule, but it took her several weeks to do this. And now here I am getting, and those stay with you the whole year, even though we corrected it and she was going to class. And then there were times where, like, she was in the class, but the teacher counted her absent. So then it's like, go down to the office and tell them you were at the class. And apparently she can't just go down to the office and tell them that she was at the class. She had to actually get confirmation from someone to show that she was actually at class. And it's like, how the hell was a kid supposed to prove that they were there if they were there and you counted them not there? Like, that happens a couple times this year. And those still ding towards her, number. And I think I don't think 6. I think she had probably gone like 3 weeks before we finally made her go and, redo that thing. So she had at least 3 that she had got from skipping class. And, we finally got that resolved. And then, like I said, she was getting all those, where she was, or like I called in and had said that she was going to be out of school for a doctor appointment. And then I wasn't sure if she would be able to come back to school after the appointment because we were doing it at Mayo, and Mayo is kind of slow at times. And I guess I stupidly had said she'll probably be back, but I don't know. And I was just dead tired after that appointment, so I took a nap because just was a lot of strain on my eyes or whatever. But anyway, they counted her absent for like 3 hours there because they literally took what I said. And it's like, and then I called back the next day, but they still counted her absent for those days. And it's like, how is that the kid's fault? That was totally my fault that, I had said that I would call if she was going to be, if the appointment was going to take longer than the school day. And, it's just, and then there was this most recent time was she was at school. She went to all her classes, and the one teacher, her IEP teacher, had actually spoke to her that day. And he had counted her absent that day. So then I start getting these automated phone calls again saying, if your kid does not participate, go to school on time and blah, 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 we're going to file action against you. And you're going to, we're going to, call the school, school attorneys or whatever. And, they're going to basically, do something to me because it's my kid, not following the rules. I get why they do it. It's for the kids that, the parents don't keep up on their kids' education or, but, oh my God, so I got this letter in the mail saying that I have a meeting that I must attend. And if I do, son of a bitch, see how this one's doing it too? And if I don't go to this meeting, then I am going to get charged for my kid's truancy. And all because her IEP teacher counted her absent that one day. And even though he corrected it, it still counted because it still dinged towards, because she had those earlier ones where she had skipped those classes, like the 3-4 classes in the beginning part of the school year. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, and she got corrected. She got scolded and corrected on, why Mom was not happy that she was skipping class. Instead, because I had begged and said, you need to go switch that class. But no one wanted to listen to me. So then now here we are facing the situation, and it's like I have to go tomorrow, and I have to try to not be pissed, but I'm pretty pissed, that I'm going to getting this petition thing filed against me because her IEP teacher, said that she was absent, even though he even admitted in emails that he has no idea why he did that and that he was sorry about it. If it comes down to it, I'm going to show those fucking emails because I'm not very happy about this because I have talked to my daughter about being absent, and I said, I'm not going to take no fucking fall just because you're being a douchebag kid. Oh, I was pissed at her. That's basically what I told her when she had, was skipping for those couple days. And, see, it's coming apart. And, I don't know. So, I only got like 3 or 4 done here, and I've already been doing this for 10 minutes. I'm just going to finish on this one. I've got this much more to do on these. I don't like rolling this paper at all. I don't. Because I have to sit here and hold this for like ever, and it's like, I have other papers I need to do, but I have to finish these. It's just, that's how it works for me. But I just felt like I needed to vent my frustrations out on, I'm not really terribly upset, but I'm going to be going to this meeting and not a very happy camper. Anyway, all right. Bye. Have a good day.